All right, we got another unboxing here. The Razer Blade 14 for 2025. Now, it's been a long time since I've reviewed a Razer laptop. I purchased this one with my own money. There was only one SKU available at the time, which is, of course, the entry-level model. It has the Ryzen AI9 365. It also has 16 gigabytes of memory, terabyte of storage, and the RTX 5060. Now, of course, you can go up to the 5070, get it with either 32, 64 gigabytes of memory. So they weren't available just yet. Again, I don't have any review units coming from Razer, so hopefully that will change in the future. But this was purchased with my own money, about $2,300 all in, or plus tax, I should say. 120 hertz OLED display, and it is, of course, nice looking black color, although we're going to see how the fingerprints are. It also comes in the optional mercury color, which looks pretty interesting. So without further ado, let's get this out of the box. Oh, wow, that looks nice. Really nice packaging here. So looking good so far. It has the charger there. Here's the box containing the laptop. Let's put that to the side. It says our commitment to sustainability. You can probably see that there. And then, of course, welcome to the cult of Razer. It's been a long time since I've looked at a Razer laptop, so looking forward to this one. This should be the 200-watt power adapter. You can see that there. And let's see. So this is it here. Not too bad for 200 watts. And let me see here. Yep, 200 watts. And this is the power cord, which looks like it's got a pretty good length and an angled USB-C maybe, or is it proprietary? It looks proprietary. Yep, proprietary right there. So that is looking pretty good. Okay, so let's put the power charger to the side and let's get this open. And there's the unit, and feels pretty good. A little bit of heft on it. Again, it does have a GPU. And then here's some Razer information. Maybe they give you some stickers. I don't know. So we get some documentation here. So the Blade 14, Razer Blade, and some more information there. And yep, they do give you some Razer stickers there. So there you can see that. So that is all that is in that little packet. And we get the unit itself. And there it is in that iconic triple-headed snake. And you can see that there. So that's the triple-headed snake. Okay, let's get a measurement of the weight here with just the unit alone. We're looking at 1.631 kilograms, and that is 3 pounds, 9.5 ounces. All right, let's add in the power charger, 200 watts, of course, 4 pounds, 14.8 ounces. And if we put it back into kilograms, that is 2.234 kilograms for a total travel weight. Not too bad considering the power it's packing under the hood. Okay, let's see if we can do the you-know-what test. We can. And it's a nice-looking laptop, I will say that. You can see the shots over here, and of course, it will collect some fingerprints. I'm already starting to see it, but hopefully won't be too bad. But you know what? It's black. We have some stickers here. Let's take a look at that. Here's the keyboard layout, 120 hertz OLED display, 2880 by 1800. This is the 5060. And let's take this off. And here you can get a look at the keyboard. And let's give it a listen in terms of that keyboard. Nicely sized touchpad, by the way. Nice feeling keyboard. A little bit on the shallow side, but I kind of knew that coming into this as I remember the keyboards on the Razer laptops. And then, of course, some branding here. Ryzen AI9 Strix Point THX spatial audio on this one as well. We'll get a listen to the sound. It has 6 speakers on this, so that should be good. There's some Razer branding there. It's hard to see it in the angle there. You can see it. Again, starting to collect a little bit of fingerprints. And here's the back angle of the laptop. So you can see it from there. And then here's another perspective from there. So you can see the fingerprints starting to collect. It is a beautiful, sleek looking laptop. I will say that. All right, let's get a look at the ports here. On the left side is your proprietary power port, a USB-A port, a USB 4.0 port that supports 40 gigabits per second. And then you also get your 3.5 millimeter microphone headphone combo jack. And on the right side is a Kensington lock port, an HDMI 2.1. You also get another USB Type A, another USB-C 4.0 port, and a micro SD card reader. I gotta say, that's a pretty good port selection here. And I like the fact that those USB-C ports are split up, one on each side. So that's good. And that is a pretty good port selection here. And here is the underside. You can see the two fans. You see the grilling there for the cooling. We'll get a look at it in the full review as far as opening this up. But so far, looking pretty good. Okay, I just plugged it in and we're powering it on. And the backlighting, the RGB backlighting is active here, as you can see. We'll keep our eye on the charger to see how warm it gets, and overall we'll do our testing and get it underway. Now, while this is getting ready as a first boot up, we also have to know that this can come with either 16, 32, or 64 gigabytes of memory. It is soldered memory. It's the LPDDR5X memory running at the 8,000 mega transfers per second, or 8,000 plus mega transfers per second. A keyboard is a per key RGB powered by the Razer Chroma N key rollover keyboard, whatever the hell that means, but it is per key RGB. That's the takeaway. Now, the glass touchpad is not haptic, but it is a precision glass touchpad, nicely sized. I really like the size of it. We'll see how responsive it is when we get to using it. And the audio is 6 built-in speakers with a smart amp. You got a headphone jack, obviously, THX spatial audio, and it has built-in array mics. Okay, as I'm setting this up, it is not a touch display, as I suspected, but of course, it is an OLED Yeah, that's the Windows. It is a 2.8K OLED display, 2880 by 1800. It's also 120 hertz in terms of the refresh rate. Now, when you hit the function button, the function row lights up, letting you know the brightness up, the volume, all that stuff. So and also the Copilot key lights up, as you can see there. So it dims the others and lights up the function row. Now, just to give you a size comparison, here it is next to one of its chief competitors, obviously the Asus ROG Zephyrus G14. Now, this, of course, is last year's model. I had to send back this year's model that I reviewed, but physically they're the same. So it gives us an idea. You can see the Razer's a little bit thicker from this angle, maybe just a smidge thicker. But you can see here that the two are very similar in terms of the footprint. In fact, almost identical in a lot of ways. So you can see the Razer's a little bit longer there. So you can see that there. So just for those that want a size comparison, that's what it looks like. So far, this is looking like a really bright display. So let me lower it down a little bit because I think it's a little blown out on the camera. But this is a gorgeous 2.8K OLED display. Now, of course, these updates have to take place in the background, but so far this is looking pretty good. You can get a look at the display. Yes, it is a glossy display, but I will say it is bright, it is sharp, and it is everything you'd want in this type of the display. But let me know what you think in the comments section below. Now, as we're making our big push for 250,000 subscribers, we are getting there. We're about to hit 228. So if you want to help support the channel, why not hit that subscribe button? If you're a casual viewer of the channel, it doesn't cost you anything. And again, it does help support the channel. Why not use the links in the description below? Yes, they are affiliate links. No, I don't get a huge commission, but it does support the channel, help support the channel, helps keep the lights on here. So I do appreciate that. So until next time, this is Andrew, and I'll see you in the next video.